Welcome guys, subscribe to our channel if you haven't. If you have, thank you, we do appreciate you. So today we are going to talk about how to get out of the slum that you're in. You're down at the bottom and you feel like the world has collapsed. When it rains it pours. Yes, I know, but we are going to understand a few things and ways how you get yourself out of that place, that feeling and that mood. Now, first and foremost, this happens to most people, mostly me. I'll speak to myself. It does happen to me so many times, and this is something that you can only try and find ways to get out of, but it is going to happen. So every once in a while you're going to find yourself in a slum and you feel like, I am so lost. How do I get myself out of this? How did I even get there? But first and foremost, understand how. In anything, it's very good for you to understand how you got to that place in the first place. Like, how did you get there? Just understand, like, what exactly happened. What was the situation? How did you find yourself at the bottom and you're like, this is not me? You can barely even recognize yourself. You need to understand that, because it's going to help you know how you have to work yourself out of it. So when you know whatever it is, in most cases it can be a relationship, it can be finances, it can be work, it can be a job. Like, you find yourself in the deepest of the deep things that you just can't see, and you're like, how did I get myself in such a situation? Don't cry, don't stop, but it's okay to cry a few tears here and there, and then it's okay, it's very fine, it's healthy. Make sure you don't cry too long and don't stay over there too long. Make sure you know when you have to get out of that place. When you understand why the events are happening like that in your life, it's going to help you get yourself out. It's going to stop you from getting so deep into it. So it's very important for you to understand where you're there for you to be able to get out of that position. Don't procrastinate. Yes, say, okay, I am here and I understand this is it, but I will do it maybe next time. I will change, I will adjust, I can get myself out, but let me first wait. No, it's not good. Time passes, you're wasting time, and you're going to look back and you're like, it's now a month, I'm in the same position. It's now 2 months, it's a year, and I'm in the same position. Yes, I'm not speaking as an expert, because this happens to me and it's still happening to me, because you get yourself in a situation and you're like, I wanted to get out of this in months, and now it's a year. You just can't get out. You just getting yourself procrastinating and getting yourself deep and deeper into the situation. So just stop procrastinating, take accountability of what has happened, and take accountability of your part in the situation, in any story, because when you take accountability, you're going to know what exactly you need to change. But if you can't take accountability, you will not know what not to even do next time. So it's very, very important for you to know that, okay, I did make this mistake, but this is how I can avoid it, and this is how I can get out of it. So take accountability, don't procrastinate, decide to choose yourself all the time. Like, whatever the situation you got into, yes, it may have been to your cause. Blaming others may not help you. They could be responsible, but they do not care, because it's you in that slum. So you have to get yourself out. So get yourself out and don't sit to wait on anyone to get you out, because you're going to get more frustration and you're going to get yourself deeper into it, because the people you may be expecting to get you out of that slum, they are not coming to save you. So better know that you're going to get yourself out. And if you're still here, subscribe. I had to market a little bit, right? Yes, in most cases, when you understand why you're in that position, you need to first then learn to take control of the situation. In most cases, you're in the slum because you're not in control of the situation. You're just letting life control you. When you're in control of the situation and you take control of life and you live life according to your purpose, your desires, your dreams, and the things you want to do, you're going to be surprised and to the fact that you're going to adjust, you're going to change, things are going to get better for you, because you have taken the responsibility to control all situations. You get? Yes, most times you're like, I can't control this. If you can't control it, don't dwell on it. Focus on the things you can control, and then try as much as you can to make sure everything is under your control. Yes, so many things you can control, like the thoughts in your head, a situation. Look for the bits and pieces that you have control over and focus on the positivity and be grateful for the things that you're able to do, the things you have, you get, in that situation, to make sure you get yourself out. The more you think and focus on the negative things, the more you're going to get deeper into the situation. That's not what we are here to do. We are here to get better. We are here to get out of the I'm sorry, to get out of the hole that we dug for ourselves, intentionally or unintentionally. So get out, get in control of your emotions too, because in most cases emotions drive us there. You get, there are emotions you fail to control and they will take you down that road. It can be making financial decisions, it can be just relationships, it can be work, it can be friendships, anything. But you put in emotions and they could have been the wrong emotions and you just found yourself down the rabbit hole. It could be procrastinating, because you keep procrastinating onto something, dealing with things that you're not supposed to. You're going to end up in that rabbit hole. So at the end of the day, you're like, how do I get myself out? But you can. Yes, you know what it is. Control the situation and control life, and don't let life control you. You get? Because at the end of the day, one thing you have to know, what is for you will always be for you. It will come back to you if it's supposed to be yours. So however much you keep controlling or looking for things that are not yours, that will not come to you. But go for strictly and only what is yours. You're in charge and control what you can't control. Possibly it's not yours. Look at it like that. Possibly this is not my opportunity, this is not my time, it's just not for me, and then let it go. Focus on the things you have control over and the things that you want to be. You get? Only the things that don't put you down that slump that you're trying to get out. These are healthy habits. When you just put them and practice them into your life, you're going to know that yes, I'm in control. I'm not just living life. Life is not controlling me and taking me wherever it wants to. Everything is doable. You get? Everything you can get and achieve everything. Just control what you can, and what you can't, yes, will live, because it's not yours. But if it's yours, it's always going to come back to you, like it or not. It will. And then when you learn, you're going to learn the triggers, you're going to learn why some things are happening, so you're going to be able to control them. Catch yourself before you fall in that pit, once again, that slump. You know, people get into depression and the slumps, and then you feel like, how do I get out of this? How did I get into this slump? But if you know how you get there, like sometimes we get triggered and troubled and you have a lot, and sometimes if you're not a person who loves to share like I am, you're going to find yourself that you catch triggers. How did this start? Because you did your homework and you found out that this is how I go to this place and this is how I can get out. You need to know when you catch yourself doing the things, like possibly not taking care of yourself, when you catch yourself sleeping too much, when you catch yourself not eating well, when you catch yourself not ignoring and staying away from people, when you catch yourself doing things which are out of your normal comfort zone, then you know something is wrong. You know something, this is a pattern I've seen before. And when I get like this, when you catch yourself catching feelings way deeper than the person even dealing with, you're like, I know this is a train direct to hell, and this is exactly what happens. So you will know how to control yourself and put yourself out and be like, okay, these are the telltale signs. I think I'm falling so deep, or I'm going so deep, or I'm losing control of this situation, and I have to come back. I have to get out of this situation and put myself in a better position that I know I have control over. So, or I have to let it go. So when you know the telltale signs, you're going to learn to pick yourself out before you get in. You're like, snap out of this. I'm sleeping too much. What's happening? Why don't I like to get out of home? Is it clutter? What ain't I like? Some things, some habits begin showing. You see those tips and you're like, there is something wrong. So catch it before it becomes too much. If you're trying to sleep too much and that's not you, be like, no, there's something wrong. There's a reason as to why I'm sleeping too much. So let me stop. Let me try to make sure I sleep early. I do my routine and follow everything on time like I'm supposed to. That is going to help you stop you from getting into that slump. So those are healthy practices you just catch, and then that's the importance of having a routine, because at the end of the day you're going to be like, okay, I can notice when I'm going off track. But if you don't and you just have no control over life and you're just living, anything is going to come and it's going to take you away just like that. So have that, and always believe there is always a comeback. Yes, you're going to come back. Give yourself grace, give yourself time, be patient with you. The things I told you, the exact things you give to others, give them to yourself. That's the number one recipe. Give them to yourself. You're God's favorite, so give them to yourself. Give yourself grace and work on your comeback. Work on you getting out of that place, that position that you really don't love. Work on to becoming the best self. You have no number of times that you can reinvent yourself. You can reinvent yourself for as many times as you want. It's up to you to always reinvent yourself whenever you want to. So reinvent yourself and come back. Glow. Become the best version and get out of that position and mark and learn those things. It's very important to also journal, because when you journal, you can sometimes just look back and look at your book, and then you know exactly what you don't need to do. You know exactly how you got somewhere, so you know that I can't take this route. So that's it. If you're still here with me, just please subscribe to our channel and let's learn to make ourselves better. Let's get out of that slump. Sometimes it feels like it's the end of the world, like things are not changing, things are just becoming the worst. But control your thoughts, control how you feed your mind. Stay away from things that make you negative in any way, or that negative energy. Just don't entertain anything. Cut off as much as you can and make sure you're in charge and in control of your life. Don't let life keep lifing and riding, and no, live your life and be in charge and control of yourself and situations. Make sure you're in control of the situation. So with all that said, I will say shalom. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. See you.